got to give Jackson State credit. I mean, they just came in here and from the coaching all the way down to the managers, just they just whipped us. And until we understand that, and it's not that we're not trying; they're trying. This is all new to all of them. I mean, you can talk about it in practice, and they can experience things in practice and do a good job in practice, and everything seems to be working fine and all that stuff. But until you get in games and realize that the speed of the game is just so much faster than what you're used to. I mean, that's back-to-back nights that you give up 29 points in transition, and you're not going to beat anybody. And then you give up 14 or 15 points on second shot opportunities. It's not about winning. It's about just being respectable if you're going to do that. And obviously the two games that we've played, we've not been respectable in either one of them. And it's not because these guys aren't trying. It's not because they don't want to. It's just a lot is being thrown at them right now. And, we got a lot of guys playing that probably don't need to be at this point, but they've got to. And it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. And, the benefits are down the road. But, unfortunately, we don't have time to wait. And, we got 27 games left. And we've got to see some improvement each day and in each game.
It seemed to be a tale of two halves, kind of outgunned in the first, but second half there's a lot of hard effort there. You got to be pleased with that.
Oh, guys, I mean, the last 2 minutes of the game, you saw how hard these guys were playing. I mean, how can you be mad at them? Frustrated. They're giving me everything they got. I mean, let's just be just what you noticed. I mean, they are giving me everything they got. They're just not ready. They're not ready for it. And Jackson State's a nice basketball team, and got a lot of guys that are juniors and seniors that have played a lot of basketball games, and they had the confidence, and our guys didn't.
Is that something you're going to tell the guys? It's kind of a confidence builder. They shot the ball really well, 53% from the field and 44 from three. Is that something you're going to?
We're going to try to defend it better. So a lot of those shots were open shots. We just have no room for error. Our free throws, I mean, this is, the day I'm talking to the coaches saying, man, at least we finally got our free throw situation, taken care of, because the last 2 days in practice, I mean, we're making them. And then we gave away 9 points there at the free throw line, and some of those were front end and 1-and-1. So, it's frustrating. It's frustrating to be here and to have to watch them have to go through it, because they want to do good. They want to do good, man. And I feel for them. And, it's tough.
Coach, you said the benefits are going to reap down the road. How far down the road are you? Do you think that it will come back to season?
I hope Monday night against William Carey is what I hope. I don't know. I've been doing it 30-something years, and I still learn something every day. So I hope it don't take them 30 years. But, there's nothing like experience. And they're getting that. They shouldn't be getting. A lot of these guys shouldn't be playing. Good programs, they don't play as freshmen or sophomores. And ours are playing a lot of minutes. So how long down the road, I don't know.
Is that the optimism in you, or is that you just trying to?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm hoping. Yeah. I mean, I think you're probably a better reporter today than you were a year ago. No disrespect to you, but I bet your first story wasn't very good. And if you'd have been, first story would have been for the New York Times, everybody's reading it, or the Wall Street Journal, might have got picked apart. Unfortunately, these kids are out there in front of a lot of people, It's not fun. It's not fun for them. And I feel bad for them. But what's my options?
They were
Gotta be
saying,
pleased with, gotta be pleased with how, Watts played tonight.
Some of it, yeah. All of them are trying. Like I say, you picked up on. I mean, guys, the game's over, and they're still playing their butt off. And I'm pleased with all of them. I know probably not one fan here was. I understand that, but I understand the big picture of it too. They've been put in a situation where, it's not really fair to them.
after, it's only 2 games, and I think you
Sure.
said it, and they said that, they still have 27 games left to define the season, so how important is it to, get this thing turned around pretty quick?
Well, I mean, tomorrow when we practice, we don't have the luxury to have a bad day, just to have a chance. And we all know we're going to have some. So, you know what? As long as they're doing, what's your name?
Jacob.
As long as they're doing what Jacob says, I'm really not going to be too concerned about it. Let somebody else worry about the other stuff. The wins and losses. We ain't ready to win too many games. We're not ready to win too many.
How much are you guys missing Norville Carey out there?
We're missing Norville. We're missing Kevin, but they ain't going to play, so no need to talk about it.
Is there a reason? Is there a reason that Jamie isn't playing? Is it?
Jamie's decided to redshirt also. All 3 of them.
And that is official at this point?
Yeah, Jamie's definitely redshirt. All 3 of them, yeah.
Before the season, or I think it might have been at media day, you talked about how Kari Price had to be a superstar for you guys to have a
Yeah.
chance. Is that something that you still foresee coming, or is it?
Yeah, I thought tonight he was better than he was Saturday. Guys, Cardi ain't played, hadn't practiced in a year and a half. Not only did he sit out, he didn't practice. It's going to, and I think I also said at media day it'd be till January before he's ready to go. Not to wish it to get to January, but it'll be nice. I mean, tonight he was much better than he was on Saturday, and much better than he was against Millsaps, and much better than he was in our squad, in our scrimmage. So I'm not worried about Kari.
I guess we haven't gotten a chance to talk since the postseason ban. How did that affect you, and how did that affect the team?
I don't know. It is what it is. So just were the players yeah, they was disappointed, but it's over with. That's a decision that's been made. Let's move on, and it ain't changing. So it is what it is. That's not the reason we're struggling.
And then on media day, you said, you didn't want to go through it again, wouldn't go through it again. How determined are you to make this season not like last season?
How determined am I? Oh, I'm very determined. That ain't fun out there, guys. That ain't fun. So.
How are you motivating your guys, with this ban going on?
You just motivate them to get better each and every day, and that, as you all have probably experienced, you're going to have things happen to you that you don't like. That's maybe not under your control. In some cases, you may feel like, and you may not just feel like it, you may be getting the short end of the stick. But what's your options? That's what you try. I mean, I'm sure some of you all in here feel like it, you probably deserved an A and you got a B. Or in my case, I just thought I deserved a D and I got an F in classes, but you deal with it, and that's what we better do. It is what it is, and it ain't changing.
I think Kelvin got a chance to let out a little frustration on the rim there in the second half.
Yeah, I don't know. It's taken us a while to get a transition basket. I know that, but it was nice to see. Again, going back to what Jacob said. I mean, we played hard to the very end.
Coach, this might be a little bit personal, but
No, it's not personal.
you know,
If I don't wanna answer it, I won't.
whenever you see a score like that, do you ever go back to the memories of last year, how postseason been, how the same script pretty much started over again for this year?
I ain't even thought about last year.
Do you ever feel down about?
Yeah, I feel down. Hell, I feel down right now.
But I guess I'm speaking to your confidence as a coach. Do you think that you're still doing your best job even though the results haven't come out yet?
I'm not doing a good job right now because I mean we gave up 29 transition points. I'm not doing a good job. I'm not getting the message across to the team how important those things are, and we've not done anything about it. So I've got to figure some things out. Yeah, I mean it's not just on the players. That's on me. I mean, you know, I'm responsible for the team. So. But have I lost confidence in myself? Absolutely not.
You know,
I've had way too many games under my belt and to do that. I know what we're doing, and I know who I've learned from, and I can tell you a quick story. All right, as Larry Brown said to Bill Self one time in his first year at Kansas, when things weren't going good, when he returned a team that had gone to the Final Four with everybody returning. And Bill said, "Hey, I'm not doing something." And Larry Brown said, "Hey, it ain't you. Figure out what you believe in and you do it. Make them do what you want them to, what you want." And that's the way I feel. They're going to do what I want because I know it works. And it's not me, my stuff. It's what I've learned throughout the years. It's not like I've got some secret. But you better not give up transition baskets. You better not turn the basketball over, and you better not get beat on the offensive glass. So we've got to correct those three things.
other than the transition game you kind of talked about, what else is kind of the biggest kind of focal point you guys are going to focus on in practice this week?
Those are, if I could correct any of those, it'd be a good week. But that's really what we're going to focus on, nothing else. Because if we don't get those three things corrected, then nothing else matters.
Do you think by fixing those three things, the results can become closer, become a win? You know.
Well, let me ask you this. We got outscored 29 point. I don't know how many points they got. It's not on here. I don't keep ours. I think we got 2 points in transition, didn't we? Keldon's dunk. Is that all the ones we got?
I'm not
Something, I don't know. Okay. Maybe that's something you ought to keep next time. Okay.
So I'll have a next time. I'll have a next time for you.
Yeah. And so, if that's the case, we got outscored 27. What did we get beat? 18? So if we can correct that, we win the game.